3x Grand Slam finalist breaks silence amid buzz around Novak Djokovic's legendary ex-coach joining him. For years, the immense potential of Alexander Zverev has been a recurring theme in tennis discourse, often dissected by fellow German icon Boris Becker from the commentator's booth. Back in 2017, as whispers of a Becker-Zverev partnership first surfaced, the young prodigy himself admitted a financial hurdle. "Boris could definitely help me to improve my game. But if I want to work with him, first I have to win some tournaments because at the moment I cannot afford it." Since then, Zverev's trophy count swelled to 23 and his ranking peaked at world number 2. The dynamic shifted, making him a prime target for elite coaching. Now, with a less-than-stellar 2025 season casting shadows, the intriguing question hangs heavy in the air. Will Sasha finally turn to the legendary Becker? After an explosive start to the year with 8 straight wins, the world number 3 hit a rough patch. His title hopes at Melbourne Park were dashed by Jannik Sinner, who beat him convincingly in the final. Zverev didn't sugarcoat it. He openly admitted Sinner was better in every way and that he simply wasn't good enough that day. Since then, the German star's form has dipped dramatically, going just 14-7 across 8 tournaments, with surprising losses to players like Francisco Cerundolo, Lerner Tien, and Arthur Fils. Recognizing the recent challenges, Alexander Zverev has made adjustments to his team. In the past few weeks, experienced British physiotherapist Will Herbert has rejoined his support system, alternating with Bastian Arnold from the German Tennis Federation. This change coincides with the departure of Christoph Seiler. Additionally, former professional Matthias Beichinga has stepped in as a hitting partner for the past 2 weeks, engaging in daily training sessions with Zverev in Monte-Carlo and set to continue accompanying him in the near future. Before the tournament began, an interesting dynamic unfolded for Zverev. Boris Becker joined his on-court sessions in Monte-Carlo for 3 days. Becker, alongside Zverev's father, Alexander Sr., actively participated in looking after Zverev during these practices. However, as planned, Becker departed before the start of the tournament and Zverev's narrow opening defeat against Matteo Berrettini. Following an early exit in Monte-Carlo, Zverev has rebounded impressively at the Bavarian International. He cruised through his matches against Alexander Muller and Daniel Altmaier, securing a spot in the 99th quarterfinal of his career on the ATP Tour. The atmosphere at the upgraded ATP 500 event in Munich is electric, with a new 6,000-seat center court filled to capacity and hundreds more fans eager to catch a glimpse of the informed Zverev. Despite all the fan enthusiasm and the rumors swirling around him, Sasha kept a level head during his press conference before his ATP 500 debut in Munich. The press was especially curious about any new developments regarding a possible partnership with Boris Becker, since the two had been spotted training together in Monte Carlo. Zverev, however, quickly shut down the speculation. "I already said it in Monte Carlo. If there's anything new, I'll let you know. But there's nothing." He cleared the air as reported by Eurosport on April 15th. For now, the world number 3 is putting all his focus on his matches. Boris Becker, who coached Novak Djokovic from 2014 to 2016 and guided him to 6 Grand Slam singles titles, weighed in on Sasha's slump during the Becker-Petkovic podcast. The tennis legend pointed straight to Zverev's mental game, saying, "He is not as convinced of himself at the moment as he was in Melbourne or at the end of last year." Becker believes that once Zverev regains his confidence, he'll snap back to his usual dominant self. He stressed the importance of finding the right support to boost his mindset, calling it the difference between victory and defeat with him at the moment. According to ESPN's report, Alexander Zverev's loss at the Australian Open this year has made him the first male tennis player in history to experience his first 3 Grand Slam finals at 3 different tournaments and to lose each one. Some insiders thought the pressure piled on after Sinner's suspension, and Zverev's clear shot at the world number 1 spot might have overwhelmed him. However, it looks like coming into Munich, he's focused on moving forward. Alexander Zverev shared his hopes to get back into form soon. The 2-time BMW Open champ in 2017 and 2018 came back to Munich, hoping to turn his recent slump around. "Of course I haven't played particularly well. I lost to a lot of guys that I should have beaten," he admitted candidly via tennis.com. But the Aussie Open finalist from 3 months ago is still confident. I still believe I can play well on the big stage. I mean, I played in the Australian Open final 3 months ago. That said, I haven't forgotten how to do it. But yes, the last few weeks have been a bit more difficult, but I'm still very confident that I will play well now and hopefully in the next few weeks. Zverev isn't alone in struggling for consistency this year. His top rivals like Carlos Alcaraz have also stumbled since Melbourne despite winning the Rotterdam title. Alcaraz is now in the final of Monte-Carlo. That's a step forward for him, Zverev noted. However, since then, the Spaniard has won the Monte-Carlo title as well, proving Sasha's point.